I'm Greg Dudley, boat builder here at the Buffalo Maritime Center, and I wanted to show you some of the parts for the Trippe we've been getting back from our volunteers who've been working on them from home. So these are what the Deadeyes look like, and they are parts of the rigging that tension the mast. And right now we have them sitting in this bath of polyethylene glycol, which is a wood stabilizing solution. It's non-toxic. I'm just wearing gloves because I don't like how it feels. It's kind of slimy. But in use on the boat, they end up they'll have a lanyard that passes through the holes, and then the shrouds, which are the big ropes you see coming down from the top of the mast and attaching to the sides of the boat, wrap around them like this and then get seized in tightly like that. And then between the top and the bottom, what you basically have is a three-part tackle that can put a tremendous amount of tension on this line up to the mast and keep it steady and stable. And so once this is tensioned, this lanyard gets tied off and seized into place, and that holds it. So to make these, we've started with just raw wood. This is black locust, and it's been cut from a volunteer's property. So we started with the raw materials, sliced it on the ship saw, got a nice clean face, and then corded the logs, and ultimately ended up with stock we can make finished parts out of. So our volunteers have been doing a great job putting these together, and I want to thank them, and I look forward to seeing the rest of their work. One thing I forgot to mention that's kind of interesting is that we did these in two different ways. We're kind of doing an experiment with this. So if you can see, and it might be difficult to capture on the camera, but the grain on this is in a circular pattern on this one, and on this one it's running in a vertical pattern. And what we've actually done to produce this piece, we cut across the grain, just like you would cut off a tree limb. And that's how this piece ended up with the grain rings running this way. This is actually the more traditional way to do it, but what they would have been doing when they were building these boats in the 1800s is using much harder, much more oily tropical hardwood. So we don't know yet if this is going to end up being more stable than this style. This would be cut out of it flat sawn, so more like this through the log, or like off of this face. So that difference in the grain direction may end up proving one or the other is not as stable, but we'll find out. We have extras, so we can afford to have one or two crack or split.